Good evening, everyone. This is Liz. Today, I want to talk about my article, We Are Not Meant to Be Perfect. What troubles me a little is the article we read says researchers believe that up to 70% of people have suffered from it, the imposter syndrome, at one point or another. However, when we are referring to a probability as high as 70%, could it really be treated as something abnormal? To put this in a context, this means that seven of your friends out of 10 could have suffered, if this is even proper for us to call it suffering, from feelings of being unworthiness or inadequacy while you don't. Probably you should be the one asking why you aren't feeling that. To be clear, I'm not criticizing people who have feelings that are being grouped under imposter syndrome. However, I believe we should embrace it from a positive mindset rather than treating it as a sort of mental illness. Why? Because we are not meant to be perfect. So we are constantly learning from our mistakes and what we are short of in terms of skills. I suggest that we view these negative feelings by fostering a culture of a growth mindset. But before we go on to discuss what is a growth mindset, we should first understand what imposter syndrome might have signaled a greater problem. Imposter syndrome is described when someone feels like a fraud, living in fear of being found out that they are not like whom people suggest that they are. The deeper problem lurking behind this is the need for them to find affirmation. This is proved by suggestions given in the article, such as tracking your success by making a Gmail folder, storing all your colleague acceptance letters or praises from other colleagues and friends. This behavior describes the need to feel approved, as we all do. Most of the time, I can only attain satisfaction from certain people like my parents, my friends, and my family. Therefore, I think when feelings like this happened, it might be more effective to reflect and to look into whether you have diverged your own views with other people, like having arguments with them. Therefore, it's more important to review our relationship with others constantly, or perhaps you might need to drop some toxic friendships and make sure that there is always someone who can give you truthful opinions. It might be harsh to hear, but once you overcome it, there comes real satisfaction. And long-term satisfaction can be also earned from our own effort. Once we were born, every day is a day of learning new things. I'm concerned for a friend because he's constantly gave me a signal in his conversation that he's feeling so dumb in his work. And also he feels that everyone that he knows how to do things except him. Well, I bet none of his colleagues actually knows what they are doing, because that was one thing I heard other people say to me when I actually had no clue what I was doing. Often, this kind of conversation will lead to a conclusion like, maybe I need to take some classes. However, real lessons are always learned from real doings. See it as like a button. The moment you realize you're doing a bad job, just turn on the learning button. Your mind will analyze what you could do better next time for you. I always learn quickly from my own mistake, and little by little, after a while, when you look back to your first attempt, you will realize how much you have progressed. We're not meant to be perfect, and that's why life is full of excitement about learning new things. Thank you for listening.